Sometimes things don't go according to plan. I mean, Brano, here I am, Parker Robbins, the next-gen crime lord better known as the Hood, stuck in the middle of Egypt with some kind of alternate timeline. I'm a long way from the Bronx. I couldn't be further from my comfort zone. Well, I guess it's not entirely true. I'm a prisoner again, and after my stay in the vault, I've started getting used to that. This time, it ain't El Gordo who put me in lockdown. It was a group of heroes, including Captain America himself. The same guy who swore he'd have my back when his cell was next to mine. Never meet your heroes, am I right? Apparently, he and his buddies seemed to think I came here to kill them, when all I really hoped to do was get my hands on the tablet of death and entropy. People were already dying left and right without my help, so it didn't matter if I added another life to that count. They'd just use that magic seed to bring them back anyway. I snuck in, took out the red-eyed Cajun, and got to looting. Mainly to get what that fella who enchanted my cloak wanted. Turns out heroes don't like the idea of someone like me having this much power in their hands. Or maybe it was the near-death experience I gave that Persio. So when they caught me red-handed, I gave the ancient chucker of stone back, told him I didn't need any anymore, and showed him a neat trick. A tablet could let them talk to the dead, and the dead have a lot to say. Moonlight didn't trust me at first. Apparently he recognized me from some gang hit I was a part of a while back. But then I told him what the tablet had told me in the brief time I had my hands on it. The story of a long-suffering yet devout disciple who transformed his devotion to the gods into a fierce hatred that drove him to hunt them down. Apparently that rang a bell. He wanted to learn more so he could find out if this was the same killer who had taken out his boss's friends. I reminded Moon Knight that, just like me, he'd been chosen to represent a higher power. That meant he could probably commune with the tablet in the same way I did. Didn't expect he could use it better though, but I guess that tracks. Me and Big O are still getting acquainted. The second he started muttering some ancient rite, dozens of spirits appeared, crying out for vengeance. Finally, all those voices that had been howling from the heart of a faith storm started making sense. Some were singing praises of Apocalypse, while others were accusing him of committing unforgivable crimes. Even I could tell that they were saying didn't quite add up. There were spirits of beings from other worlds blaming Apocalypse of summoning the tides to crush them and claiming he blotted out their sons, leaving them to die in the endless winter. I knew the old Geezer was powerful. As far as I knew, his methods of genocide were way more direct. But it didn't matter. The chaos was just the kind of distraction I'd been hoping for all along. I grabbed the tablet, blasted my way out of captivity, and used the power of my cloak to vanish from their sight. Not sure Moon Knight even noticed, but by the time Cap rushed out to follow, I was already long gone, headed back to BX with my prize in hand. Like I said, sometimes things don't go according to plan. This job ain't one of them.